What if I told you that there's a part of you that you refuse to recognize? A hidden dark side that holds your unresolved past, suppressed desires, and even your untapped potential. This is what Carl Jung called the shadow, and understanding it will change your life. Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of all time, believed that we all have a shadow self. This is the unconscious, hidden part of our psyche that contains everything we reject about ourselves. But why is the shadow self so powerful? And how can you use it to reveal your fullest potential? Today, we're going to explore 4 revelations that will not only help you understand your shadow self, but also uncover hidden truths about the world. The final revelation is the most surprising and perhaps the most profound of all. Jung described the shadow as the unknown dark side of the personality. It includes the emotions, urges, and traits we've buried. Things like selfishness, aggression, and jealousy, or even hidden talents we're afraid to explore. Our shadow is most often created in childhood. This is when we're conditioned, without us even realizing, that certain behaviors are bad and must be hidden. Think about your childhood. Were you ever told that expressing anger, speaking honestly, or even being confident and ambitious was wrong or selfish? Over time, little by little, these emotions are crushed, and we're taught to push these authentic parts of ourselves away. But they never disappear. Instead, they move into your unconscious. From these hidden depths, they shape your fears and insecurities, and next, you'll see how they even dictate the way we live our lives. Are there traits in other people that you have a strong reaction to? Have you ever noticed that you strongly dislike someone without even knowing why? Maybe you think they're arrogant, lazy, or selfish, and it drives you crazy. This is what Jung called projection. When we suppress the real parts of ourselves, our psyche forces us to see those exact qualities in other people, and we judge them harshly for it. That colleague you think is too arrogant, maybe they unmask the confidence you were never allowed to express. That friend who you secretly resent for being too selfish, maybe they expose the fact that you've never done what you wanted because you were afraid of being judged. The very traits you suppress in yourself, you project onto others. And the more we ignore our shadow, the more control it gains over us. This is the first revelation, and why the shadow is so powerful. It not only influences our relationships and self-esteem, it even controls our decisions. And now, you'll learn how you must integrate your shadow to unlock your authentic self. How do we face and confront our shadow? Jung believed that real growth comes from a process called shadow integration. This is when you become aware of your own shadow and accept it. As a result, this allows you to work with your hidden self instead of fighting with it. This integration is a core part of Carl Jung's concept of individuation, which is the lifelong process of becoming your whole, authentic self. It involves recognizing and accepting the suppressed parts of our mind, whether the dark traits or the untapped potential. Instead of rejecting these traits, we must acknowledge them to reduce their unconscious control over our thoughts and behaviors. Now, we'll explore practical ways you can begin this process. To do this, there are 2 more revelations you must understand, and the final one is the most transformative of all. To integrate your shadow, you must first begin with awareness. Start by noticing your strongest emotional reactions. When something angers you, question it. Ask, why does this trigger me? And what does this say about me? these answers will begin to uncover your shadow. But often, you'll need deeper questions. If you're feeling brave, ask yourself these 3 questions. What do I fear the most about myself? What am I most scared to share with the world? What desires have I given up on that I still want? However, a word of warning. The goal here is not to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. You must take this step into awareness without judgment. After becoming aware of your needs, desires, and insecurities, you must acknowledge them. Do not deny them. Maybe you are jealous sometimes. Maybe you do have a selfish side. And most importantly of all, maybe that's actually okay. As you go through this process, you'll realize these traits don't make you a bad person. They make you human. In fact, they make you your authentic self. When you own these traits, they not only lose their power over you, but they rise to the surface to make you stronger. Most importantly of all, your shadow is not just darkness. It's untapped potential. It's a message from your true self. And it's the path to unlocking a truly fulfilling life. Maybe your selfishness is actually self-respect. Maybe your arrogance is confidence you should be proud of. When you embrace these parts of yourself, you become who you were meant to be. Because you realize there's nothing to hide and nothing to be ashamed of. This is the final and most profound revelation. Your shadow makes you stronger. And although it might not seem like it, it was just trying to protect you all along. As we've explored, integrating your shadow is crucial. But in the next video, you'll learn why the world is designed to prevent you from doing this and how you can take back control.